And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the first of two qualifying races for the Coca-Cola 400. Well, Group 1 missed out. They did not get the flip of the coin this time. 3 drivers will transfer in this race, and 4 will transfer in the second group. But we got Christian Murray on the pole alongside of Steve Marsh in the 24. Marsh has not yet made his Season 3 debut. He was a full-time driver back in Season 1. He's got that new DuPont paint scheme, he's hoping that'll get him into the race. Leo Rogers starts alongside of Sean Henley in row 2. And then you got Fords there in Sam Young and Jack Nathan. As a matter of fact, Jack Nathan and the 09 of Kenny McCurry, 2 championship contenders last season, are in this field because they're outside the top 35 in points. Gonna have to talk about a few other things after we show you the starting lineup. Starting lineup. One of the things we're talking about is 2 drivers are making their debuts in the Snickers Cup Series here today. Richard Johnson driving the 81 and also driving the 07 car, Callum Wales. They're going to try and qualify their cars into the Coca-Cola 400. As a matter of fact, Coca-Cola Vanilla sponsoring the 07 car out of Richard Childress Racing. The other thing that we had to talk about was these drivers have been having a lot of problems this weekend in the qualifying races with the Turn 2 area, and NNSCRA has taken a look into that. They think they have finally figured out what the problem is. However, they have not disclosed it to me, so it's a complete mystery to me what they did. But we're going to have to see in this race. It's going to be kind of a test period to see if these drivers are able to handle Turn 2 better than they have been able to in the trucks and the Mobile One Cup cars. Green flag is out. Boy, Steve Marsh and Christian Murray both did not get very good starts. Sean Henley and Leo Rogers did. They kind of came right onto the back bumper of those guys, and they're going to go 3 wide for the lead already? Oh my goodness me. They are 3 wide there. Oh, and there goes the pulse, the front row, right like that. Oh, there goes Red Bell. Joseph Bryan is flipped over. Bill James, Dylan Young. Callum Wales in his first start, he's involved. Joseph Bryan has flipped over onto his roof. There's what's left of Red Bell's car. Luke Walker is involved in a wreck as well as Connor Breton and Richard Johnson. Emilio Navarrete's got damage. Matt Berg has damage. Oh my goodness. Jesse Kaplan, Bob Fergus, they're damaged. That just went absolutely haywire. Leader under caution is who? Leo Rogers. But oh my goodness. I don't know what happened. It looked like Steve Marsh took out Christian Murray. Don't know for certain. We're going to look back and take a look and see what happened. Alright, let's see where the contact actually started. If it was Leo Rogers that got into the 43, or if Sean Henley turned his teammate down into the 43. I think that's what happened. I think Sean Henley turned Steve Marsh down into Christian Murray, and that's how this whole thing ensued. And just look at everybody trying to make their way through this. And from Joseph Bryant on back, they're just all jacked up there. Bryant, Wales, Bill James, Bob Fergus, Red Bell, Jesse Kaplan, Matt Nathan, Dylan Young, Matt Berg, Adam Rose, and look at Joseph Bryant. That car went for a wild ride up and onto his roof and actually slid on his roof down the back straightaway. That's a tough break for him. But the front row, our top 2 starters involved in something here, and something happened up here too, I think. Oh yeah, let's rewind just a little bit, see what happens here. Oh, Max Russell was involved in something there too. Oh, it looks like, yeah, Luke Walker in the 26 turns rookie Richard Johnson up into Garrett Hay. And watch Lisa Shears in the 01. She looks like she's going to get by. She gets a little damage. Max Russell gets into the right rear of Luke Walker, though. Turns Walker up the racetrack, and then Emilio Navarre, Connor Breton, they've just got absolutely nowhere to go. So it was a 5-car incident up here in the turn 3 area as well. Look at Mia Morris, Brent McCaleb, and Jake Cole just make their way by, but boy, the 2 drivers that came in making their first starts, Richard Johnson and Callum Wales, involved on the very first lap here, and a lot of really good drivers involved in 2 wrecks occurring on the very first lap of the race. Well, a lot of drivers who were running up at the front of the field at the time of that wreck have retired, including Dylan Young, Bob Fergus, Steve Marsh, our pole sitter Kristen Worry, Joseph Bryant, and Red Bell have taken their cars to the garage area. So Leo Rogers leads the way. Sam Young is up in second. Third is Sean Henley. Fourth is Jack Nathan. And in fifth is Garrett Hay. Sixth position is Lisa Shears. Jordan Hester is in seventh. Kenny McCurry eighth. Mia Morris is ninth. And in 10th is Brent McCaleb. Jake Cole is 11th. Max Russell is in 12th. 13th is Matt Nathan. 14th is Adam Rose. 15th position is Emilio Navarre. With a damaged race car, he's got a little buckle on the hood. Does Richard Johnson, well, actually, so does Emilio Navarre just ahead of him, and Connor Breton back here in the 21, but they're running 15th, 16th, and 17th. 18th is Luke Walker, 19th is Bill James. Callum Wales continues on in 20th, Jesse Kaplan 21st, and Matt Berg is 22nd. They may be hoping that a wreck could occur and they could pick up some spots, but remember, only the top 3 will transfer their way in. You know, I was thinking off the top of my head that Leo Rogers was responsible for that wreck, but he really wasn't. Leo Rogers had nothing to do with it. Green flag is out. Whoa, Sam Young. He got a good restart there, but he could not pass the 7 car down low until they got to the start-finish line. So a good heads-up move by Sam Young to make sure he did not get penalized. And now he looks like he will go to the inside line to take the lead. Nope, could not get a run on the 7. Sean Henley right there, thinking about maybe challenging for that second position. Jack Nathan is there in 4th. And they're 3 wide back here. Let's follow that battle. Jordan Hester, Lisa Shears, Garrett Hay, Kenny McCurry's in that mix, along with Brent McCaleb and Mia Morris. Garrett Hay's just getting bypassed, blown by. Kenny McCurry almost looked like he was going to go 3 wide there. I'm keeping my eye on both Kenny McCurry and Jack Nathan because they are both in situations that I don't think they expected to be in, outside the top 35, having to qualify their way into a race. Top 3 remains the same: Leo Rogers, Sam Young, and Sean Henley. We are on lap 8 of 14. Let's try and find a good battle on the racetrack here. Looks like it's going to be between Mia Morris and Lisa Shears. Morris in that really cool looking Hershey paint scheme. Looks like that's a battle for the 8th position, or 7th position, I'm not certain which. But Lisa Shears is going to take over the spot, whichever it was. I think it was for 7th, it is indeed. Still no battling going on here between the top 4, though. Maybe just biding their time, don't know. We're going to find out, though. So we have a total of 6 laps to go. Is the caution out? No, okay. It looks like they may have been slowing, but I wasn't certain. Let's see if any lap cars may come into play if we continue to be green. Matt Berg is running just out of turn 2, and Leo Rogers is entering turn 3. So no, we will not have any slower cars to have to contend with. Leo Rogers still out in front. Sam Young there in 2nd, Sean Henley 3rd, and Jack Nathan right there in the 4th position. I mentioned before, Jack Nathan and Kenny McCurry last season were championship contenders, and they find themselves outside of the top 35. But this season has been really unusual. It's really had a lot of new players come into the view because, I mean, even to the fact that Timmy Pacioli, Mobile One Cup Series champion from last season, has had to use 2 championship provisionals to get himself into the Mobile One Cup Series races. That just is hardly ever heard of in a NR 2003 series, and it's the case here. Here we go. First battle on here through the top 3. Sean Henley. And I'll tell you what, right now, Sam Young, he's got to battle for all he's worth. Because if Jack Nathan gets by him for that 3rd position, Sam Young will not make the race. Sean Henley will try and battle Sam Young for 2nd. Oh, Sam Young, boy, He bailed out of the throttle, but then got right back into it as he continues to battle on the high side there. Jordan Hester starting to close in on this battle here as well. This could get very interesting at the end here. Jack Nathan trying to close in. Will Sam Young slam the door? He tried to and could not. And now Jack Nathan is going to bypass Sam Young for that very crucial third position. Jordan Hester starting to close in here as well. That could be a 3-man, maybe even a 4-man fight if Kenny McCurry gets into this mix. Leo Rogers, though, looks like he is going to transfer in along with Sean Henley unless something goes mechanically wrong, as there's a total of 2 laps remaining. Nathan is by. Jack Nathan has got the third position. Now battle is on for fourth. Jordan Hester trying to pass Sam Young so he can set his sights on Jack Nathan for that third position. Let's look up here. Leo Rogers continues to lead the way. Sean Henley is in second. Jack Nathan runs in the third spot. Leo Rogers has been out in front pretty much this whole time after he made a 3-wide move on lap 1 for the lead. White flag is displayed for the Speed Energy Dodge Avenger, or the Dodge Charger rather. Henley has second. Nathan is firmly in control of third, and it's a ways back to Sam Young in fourth. So it looks like, unless something happens, drastically happens, Leo Rogers, Sean Henley, and Jack Nathan will qualify their ways into the Coca-Cola 300. Out of turn 4 for the final time, Leo Rogers will take the checkers. Henley is in, and Jack Nathan enters his way in. Kenny McCurry's not going to make it. That's going to be big. So congrats to Leo Rogers on his win. I think we have the official results now. We do indeed. Sam Young, he was up there in the top 3, just does not make it. That's incredible. And that's the finishing order. Hope you'll tune in for the second qualifying race. Coming up soon on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. Offline racing at its best.